in this back to basic quick bits, we're gonna talk about 200 OK for everything. Last time I posted this, an endpoint that returns 200 for everything, even though there's an actual error. So thank you to everyone who shared their answers in the comments and also to those who messaged me their answers. Here's an API where every response comes back 200 OK. Wrong password still returns 200. Or let's use our sample project, the e-commerce store. Let's say someone adds an item to their cart. That would be a post request. And the server returns 200 OK, but there was an error. The real outcome is buried down in the response body. And if you're newer, like if you're a junior, you almost certainly ship something similar to this. I know because I personally did in the past. And the worst thing is, I was both the front end and the back end developer. So basically, a solo developer. So going back, what does that actually cost you? The status code is the first thing everything reads. Your front end, proxies, your retry logic. If you have a custom error handler that retries requests automatically for you, let's say on a 500 error or a 429 rate limit error, you would normally retry those. Fourth is if you have like some kind of monitoring tools, if you send a 200 OK, they will all believe the request worked. So a failed login, a failed add to cart, or a failed payment request, the response looks identical to a successful one until someone opens the response body and reads it, which means every single caller has to unwrap the response and check for an error field before it can trust anything. You would probably say, but GraphQL and JSON RPC do return 200 with errors in the body. And yes, but those are intentional with their own tooling built around it. Doing it by accident in REST API is a different thing. And the worst part is if you have a monitoring tool, your monitoring runs on status codes. Every request is at 200. Every dashboard is flat, green, healthy, even though there's an outage. So there's no alert that fires. You hear about it from angry users, not from your tools, which is something you want to avoid. The fix is very simple. Let failures return failure codes, 400 when caller's wrong, 500 when you are wrong or there's some issue on the server. Then the status tells the truth and everything downstream just works. The status code is the contract. It's the first thing that every caller reads. If you want to learn more, I'll discuss it in the rest episode. And if you haven't watched the first episode, go watch it. It's HTTP Fundamentals. And I'll see you on the next one.